You are already knowing what it is. We are back again live. Come on down and get them Hollywood trades. Okay, we are on NASDAQ. NQ is similar. I just wanted to point that out. NQ is really similar right now. However, there is one key difference. The NQ did not sweep the highs yet on their all-time high. The whole market did feel it when we swept the CFD or the index all time high, but pretty much the point still stands. We are charging the highs. If we do not get any bearish closes below these candles, we charge the highs. That is just pretty much how that goes. Now, there is one particular note that I wanted to make, and this is pertinent to, in a way, this is pertinent to what's about to happen or the potential of what could happen next. You see how all these highs right here are queued up? Like bowling pins is pretty much what that equates to in the charting world. Those are like bowling pins, and what happens is when price is pushing through them, there's no level that swept stops inside of these levels. So none of these days uh, swept the previous day stops, and so all of those stops, all of those orders are probably not as many as the days they got created, but those stops are there remaining. And so when that happens, you get that sustained price action uh, closing in that direction. You sweep all of those levels. At some point, it will ignite and push through those levels perfectly, just like that, just like it did. And then, of course, we're still charging highs. So all highs are targets. So pretty much when you go up, when you each candle, we just expect the highs to be hit. If a few highs don't get hit, like this day, the highs didn't get hit, you'll knock both those highs down after a mitigation. Same here, mitigation of the body, punching the highs. And so pretty much that's pretty much what we're looking at. I don't have too much more to say other than let's take this now, right? And move this over here. Right? So that pretty much proves the point of I'm going to change that from relative equal highs to relative equal lows. So they're not relative equal lows, but they're unswept lows. Nothing in this range got swept or stopped. So if we do start punching, we can punch really fast into the discount range of this Fibonacci because there was no protected level. When you get a protected level, like if this had swept this and then came back up, this level here would be the first target of the drop. And then we would expect, since that whole range got swept, we would expect a possible return back to the highs from that level that swept or completed a hunt of the previous candle. With that not being said, or with that not happening, we can expect a similar, not as profound because these are super close together, but we can expect a similar sweeping right into the discount range. This is a Fibonacci range from this low to this current high. And we can expect a discount. I'm not even going to put the fib on there. It's pointless. As the levels, the candles are the key. And so, pretty much with that being said, that's pretty much everything I have to say for right now. We are just monitoring the highs. We are still targeting highs. Like on this new candle, we can definitely, it's not too far away, so we can target that high. And if we close over that, then we can expect a sweep of something or mitigation of a body and then target this new candle's high. It's pretty much how you do it. There's nothing else to be added, I believe, on this daily. Of course, there's some cool things that always happen here on these lower time frames. And so on these lower time frames, what you punch the lows and you come back up into the range, you target the highs, boom, mitigation of the body, continue higher, continue higher, continue higher. All of these got queued up um, before the imbalance. when you really know there's going to be a fire when there's an imbalance. See, on the daily, there's no imbalance with the queued lows. So maybe a little more controlled of a delivery at those lows, and potentially a bullish close at one of those lows, and then we continue back to the highs. But pretty much here we got the bullish close after clearing the imbalance. That's a bullish close after clearing an imbalance is its own particular signal. You could go long right here, stop down here. Usually I would always say a close above the previous candle, but after a rebalance, this is one of the most, is potentially most professional entries in the game. If you get that imbalance corrected fully and then print a bullish candle above the range of the imbalance, that's, you can pretty much say you can target some highs after that. But you see how it swept after that as well. So there was, this candle's body was a support zone, right? And this candle's low, because it was the highest reaching candle up until this point, everything below this candle's low was subject to a bullish manipulation, and that's what happened. Because this will be a clean target. This is always just a clean target. If you're in a bull run, the most previous high where it went and then came back in the retracement, that high is the targeting. So that's pretty much it. And that's where we are. I gotta go to a football game. Y'all make sure y'all share and subscribe.